Microsoft versus Google. Welcome to Digital Toolcase. This is an interesting and very, very important video because everything is changing in the way we search on the web, and not only. Yesterday I followed the new Bing presentation by Microsoft. You can see YouTube video here on my left. And today I followed Google live from Paris, where they talked about AI and all what AI will do in Google. And I will say, I don't want to be exaggerated here, but I will say that Microsoft will change the search and Google will change the world. Because, as you will see, I don't know if you saw these presentations. I will try to make you a summary with the important parts. And let's start with Bing. I will also show you a preview of the new Bing. Anyway, if you like this content, this is really important, because if you are a content creator, if you are a blogger, if you are an SEO, this will change everything. Even if you are an affiliate marketer, we are entering a totally new era for us, and we need to understand how to go on, because I think many things in SEO will change in the way we can try to rank our content. And I will say now that the keyword in my case would be quality content. Quality content. Anyway, let's start from the Bing video. I will show you some parts. For example, here at 17 and 37 seconds. You can find these videos on YouTube if you search. As you can see, they are showing how AI is evolving with Anthropic, ChatSonic, Stability AI, Jasper, for example, ChatGPT. And here the major players on the web, obviously Google, Bing, YouTube, Amazon, and so on. But here I want to show you, let me make this volume a little lower. I want to show you the first thing. They are talking about their collaboration with OpenAI, obviously. Then if I go to minute 20, first and 47, here we can see something interesting.
And so I'll just type in, compare the most influential.
It's showing how the search is working at the moment,
and you get what you expect,
and how
right?
it will work with the new Microsoft Bing.
Let's try this now in the new Bing. What you'll see as we pull up is, first you see the web results here on the left, but then on the right you start to see...
As you can see here on the right, you will have a reply by a chat, something very similar to ChatGPT. You will have your usual search results here, and on the right this new way with a summarization of, I think, the first results in the web, because as you can see you can even click on the sources. I will show you this in a moment.
See how we start to compile the answer. And what you get here now is we have the ability to highlight these web links. We can annotate the results. And that's because we're able to go in and apply our index onto the answers there.
Okay, so they are using their index results and summarize them with this ChatGPT style. So when you will click on the sources, you will go to these sites, and when you highlight these parts, you will see from where they are taken. Interesting.
In other words, the answers and the search on one page has saved me a huge amount of time. This gives you a little bit of a sense of what you can do.
Okay, so let's go to the next part. I selected here very quickly. I think it's here.
I'm going to use that as inspiration. So without a clear idea of what I want necessarily, I'm just going to type in a simple prompt. Top Japanese poets.
This is another thing you can do with the chat. You will have a specific chat section in Bing, And here you can do more or less what you can do in ChatGPT, as you can see.
And Bing starts to respond with a nice list. And you see this, it does a great job of mixing the Japanese language.
It's interesting because you will also have sources here. So when you have your answer, you can go deeper by clicking on these sites. And this is important because one of the worries of all the SEOs and content creators is not to be able anymore to show your site, I suppose. Well, maybe there will be less clicks, but here we have sources, at least. In Google, I don't know, it works a little bit different. I will show you in a moment.
And the English language. And it knows since I'm querying in English to do that. Right away, I learn about this poet, Matsuo Basho. Turns out he is one of the greatest haiku masters of the world. I love how it not only lists his name, but we go ahead and we give you one of his famous haikus in Japanese. And
in this example, it's just translating in a better way with this chat translator. Okay, in this case. Let's go on. I will go to the next part. I think it's here. And now let's talk about
on the 1.4 billion
Edge,
Windows PCs.
Edge browser.
On the most used application.
As you can see, he's saying Windows is used by 1.4 billion monthly active devices.
On the PC, the browser. Well, you don't have to wonder.
And they are implementing this thing into
I want to
Edge.
introduce you to your AI-powered Copilot in Edge. We've just updated Edge with a new look and feel and new AI capabilities. As you can see here, it's sleeker, it's lighter. And you're going to notice
new
now
version
that we've integrated
for
Bing
Edge,
in a
but the
really
important
cool
part
new way.
is the chat section and the compose section.
Here I am on the Gap website. I'm browsing around in my new Edge browser, and I want to read Gap's quarterly report. So I can navigate down to their earnings, click on Q3, and up comes the 15-page Gap PDF. It's pretty long. I won't have time to read all that. What I'd love is a summary of the key points. I want to show you how now with the power of Bing's AI capabilities within Edge, we can help. With one click, I can open up the sidebar.
As you can see,
and now
there is this sidebar with chat, compose, overview, and other
functions. You can see at
functions.
the top of the window, we have two features.
It's
we have
like
chat
having
and compose.
ChatGPT.
Let me show you how chat works. I can use chat in Edge to simply ask it to give me the key takeaways of the page I'm on. So I'll just say key
summarizing
takeaways from the page,
with the key points.
and Bing and AI can now read that PDF, and look how great. It comes up with the summary of the key points here. Their earnings, the fact that it's going to reaffirm full year guidance.
Okay, this is interesting. Let's go on. There is a part for coders. For example, this example
to learn
is
a little bit
really
about
cool.
programming. And in this case, I'm researching tips on how to parse a JSON file. As we read through, we find this great little code snippet. And I'm like, oh, it's fantastic. Except it's in Python and we need it in Rust. All we need to do is highlight that text, have it automatically copied over into the Edge sidebar. And now Bing inside of Edge says, what do you want to do? We'll say, hey, rewrite this code in Rust. And with that simple command, Bing can go and take that code and rewrite that automatically in the new programming language.
Really cool.
Or write a LinkedIn post, let's say. So I'll just click create
the compose
on the post,
when you are
and
browsing
up comes
the web.
The creation dialog in LinkedIn. But now I can open up the Bing sidebar, and you can see here, I now will go to compose, and I'll just give it a prompt. I'll say, hey, introducing the new AI-powered Bing and Edge. Let's make that enthusiastic and generate a draft. And just like I need help with enthusiasm. And just like that.
Really cool, really cool. This new Bing.com. I want to show you because I'm in the waiting list for the official Bing update, but you can go to Bing and you can see by yourself. You can click here and try it. You can't really try it. You just have some example of how it will work. As you can see, there is a pre-made query here. I need to throw a dinner party for 6 people who are vegetarian. And here you have your reply, sure, I can suggest a 3-course menu with a chocolate dessert and so on. Then you can see where is the source, you can click and go deeper in your search, or you can click here, thank you, that sounds delicious. Can you give me the recipes for these dishes? And so on. You can go on in the conversation, you can even open up the chat. Now it's not working because it will only be available when you have access to the new Bing. Again, I'm in the queue, I'm in the wait list. You can access to the wait list if you go to bing.com. And here you can see another example. This is another query. I'm planning a trip for our anniversary in September and so on. Congratulations on your anniversary. As you can see, it's way better than ChatGPT because here you have sources, you have something that comes from the search. If you go, I don't remember where it is, maybe here. Okay, here you can choose some example. They are again a pre-made example, but I want to show you, I think is this one. Okay, here you enter in this other section where you can compose. You can compose a blog post. You have this example. I can write a blog post for you, but please note that this is not a professional service and the content may not be accurate or reliable. Anyway, it's writing a blog post just by giving an instruction here. And this is more or less how the new Bing will work. You can go to bing.com and see this example. You can't really try it at the moment. I think it will come in a few days or few weeks. Really, really interesting, and this will for sure change how we search on the web. Microsoft will change the search, and obviously all these chat system will be integrated in Office, in all the other Microsoft products, usually used by professionals. So Microsoft will change all this world. But Google, in my opinion, will really change not only how we search on the web. Google will change the world and the way we use the web. Again, let's start. Here I have many things to show you. I hope this video doesn't come too long because I have many things to show you. Starting from the translation, it will be way better.
New languages to translate offline mode, including Corsican, Latin, and Yiddish, to name just a few. So even if you're somewhere without access to the internet, you'll get the translation help you need. And soon, it'll bring you a richer, more intuitive way to translate words that have multiple meanings and translations.
So they will bring AI into the translation part of Google. It will be really interesting to see how it will work. Now they are able to translate without passing from English, so maybe from Italian to French without passing from English in between. Really interesting. Another thing I want to show you is here, I think, more or less.
Has moved from a novelty
Lens,
reality.
Google Lens. You can search anything with images in a very innovative way. The age of visual search is here.
Understanding isn't just about the languages we use. It's also about the visuals we see. Often, it's the words with context, like background images, that create meaning. And so in Lens, a new advancement helps you translate the whole picture, not just the text in it. Before, when translating text in an image, we'd block part of the background. Now, instead of covering the text, we erase it, recreate the pixels underneath with an AI-generated background, and then overlay the translated text back on top of the image, all as if it was part of the original picture. I'm pleased to share that this is now rolling out globally on Android mobile, so you can use Lens
Google
to start
has
translating text into context.
Google
As you can
has
see with
Android,
Lens, we want to connect you to the world's information,
and you will be able
one
to
visual at a time.
turn text into
We continue to
context.
build upon these capabilities. So I'll now turn to Liz to share more. Liz.
Okay, let me go to the next point. I selected, I think it's here.
For example, let's say you get a message from your friend who sent a video exploring Paris. You'd like to learn what the landmark is that you see in the video. So you long press the power button on your phone, bring up Google Assistant, and tap Search Screen. Assistant connects you to Lens, which identifies it as Luxembourg Palace, and you can tap to learn more. Pretty awesome, huh?
Really
Think
cool,
about it like
really
this.
cool, really cool.
With Lens, if you can see it, you can search it.
If you can see it, you can search it. Google is coming with an AI update, an incredible AI update. They will bring AI into everything.
As Prabhakar touched upon sometimes, it's the combination of words and images that communicate meaning. That's why last year we introduced multi-search in Lens. With
Multi-search.
multi-search, you can search with a picture and a text together, opening up entirely new ways to express yourself. Say,
Okay, so let's now go to, I think, the most important part here. I think it's here.
How we bring those breakthroughs to the world and our products in a responsible way.
Google is pointing on responsibility AI. So they want to make sure AI doesn't hurt anybody.
We've made significant contributions to the scientific community, like developing the transformer, which
Google was the first to develop transformer. This is the concept on top of the GPT models. But Google invented this kind of AI languages.
stage for much of the generative AI activity we see today. We're committed to continuing to bring these technologies to the world.
Okay, let's go a little bit forward.
One that's a good fit for your
They are
family.
introducing Bard. Bard is the real competitor to ChatGPT in some way and to Bing search. It will be similar. As you can see, this is an example.
Bard can help you think through different angles to consider from budget to safety and more. And simply
Again, you will have a query, you will have a reply in a chat format, and you can, in this case, you don't have sources as you do in Bing, and this worries a little bit because how the creator will be visible. You have this check it. I don't know if sources will be here because they didn't show too much about Bard.
Bard's suggestion to consider fuel type might spark your curiosity. So you can ask it to explain the pros and cons of buying an electric car and get helpful insights. We all know that once you buy a new car,
Again, this is really a chat, but you don't have sources, clear sources here.
you might ask Bard to help you find scenic
This can be a concern for SEOs, content creators.
You and your family get to your destination.
They also are saying in this presentation they value content creator and they will bring even more traffic. Let's hope for it, but we need to find a way to rank with this new way of searching.
Lightweight model version of LaMDA.
We need to find a way to be on that reply.
Power, which means to be able to scale it to more users and get more feedback.
LaMDA is the major project, the major AI model. Bard is a little piece of LaMDA, but they will also release LaMDA API
Just
very,
took the
very
next
soon.
big step by opening Bard up to trusted testers this week.
Okay, they are
continue to
testing
use
this
feedback from
in
internal-
these weeks, and they will release it very soon, I think in the next weeks. So let's go ahead. Let me check here, I think.
That's why we bring in the magic of generative AI directly to your search.
Okay, generative AI directly to
Soon,
search
if you
results.
ask, what are the
So
best
this is similar
constellations to look
to
for with
Bing.
targeting? New generative AI features will help us organize complex information and multiple viewpoints right in search results.
Again, I don't see sources here. Yes, you then have your search results. I don't see sources. We need to see how it works, because this can really take off many clicks from websites. And I was saying before, the keyword for me is quality, high quality content, because only with high quality content you will be part of this answer, and maybe you will have a source citation. This update, I think, will be very dangerous for spam sites, for maybe those affiliate sites that don't add any value at all.
With this, you'll be able to quickly understand the big picture.
Let's go on here.
Potential for generative AI goes far beyond language and text. As you mentioned earlier, one of the most natural ways people engage with information is visually. With generative AI, we can already automate 360-degree spins.
This is for e-commerce. For example, you will be able to do something like this, taking images and generate 360
As we look ahead,
images.
you can imagine how generative AI might enable people to interact with visual
Google will change the world. Will change the world.
They might help a local baker collaborate on a cake.
Let's go on with the next part.
Safe, scalable.
Okay, API, generative language API for developers. So I think many new tools will be alive, and the tools we know, like maybe Jasper, Frase, the other ones, will use these APIs. So I'm so curious to see what we will be able to do with these generative language API from Google. I suspect it will be better than OpenAI one. I will do experiments, I will show you new tools, I will show you updates, so subscribe to my channel, because I'm an SEO, not only an SEO, but I'm also an SEO, and I will do experiments to try to rank with this new search way. And I think all the other SEO will need to experiment. So we are entering in another era.
Next month, we'll start onboarding developers.
Next month, onboarding developers.
Language API.
It's quite here. It's quite here. Again, they are pointing on responsibility.
Committed to setting the high standard on how to bring it to people in a way that's both bold and responsive.
Okay, let's go on. This is incredible. This is Maps, Google Maps. Please watch how AI will change Maps. This is incredible. This is really cool.
Now we're transforming Google Maps once again, evolving our 2D map into a multi-dimensional view of the real world that comes alive, starting with immersive view. Immersive view is a brand new way to explore that's far more natural and intuitive. It uses AI to fuse billions of street view and aerial images to create a rich digital model of the world, letting you truly experience a place before you step inside. Let's take a look at the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. If you're considering a visit, you can
watch these, because even for
finding the
activities, local activities, it will be incredible.
What's in the area. With the time slider, you can see what it looks like at different times of the day and what the weather will be, so you know when you visit. To help you avoid crowds, we want to point out areas that tend to be busy, so you have all the information you need to confidently make a decision about where to go. If you're hungry, you can explore different restaurants in the neighborhood.
Watch this, incredible.
Peek inside and understand the vibe before you book a reservation. This stunning, photorealistic indoor view is powered by neural radiance fields. It's an advanced AI technique that uses 2D images to generate a highly accurate 3D representation that recreates the entire context of a place, including lighting,
incredible. This is
texture
incredible.
materials, and what's
Google
in the
will change the world, not only the search. Let's go on. This is another interesting thing. As you can see, you will be able to use your phone and search while you are walking on the street.
Specifically, because I really need some caffeine.
It's searching live.
All right, so it looks like we have a few good coffee options.
This is something they tried to implement in Google Glass some years ago.
If they're busy right now, and if they're highly rated.
Okay, the next part, I think it's the last one is this one.
Have enough charge.
Okay.
No matter where you're headed.
Maps for
First, to help alleviate range anxiety,
for your cars.
we'll
If you have a Google car, you will have a lot of new things
suggest the best charging
with
stop,
AI.
whether you're taking a road trip or just running errands nearby. We'll factor in traffic, charge level, and the energy consumption of your trip. If you're in a rush, we'll help you find stations where you can charge your car quickly.
They are bringing AI everything. Okay, I think you can understand why I'm saying that Microsoft will change the search and Google will change the world or the way we use the web once again. Now, let me know what do you think. Maybe you watched all these presentations. Go watch them because they are really, really interesting. We are at a completely new era. Incredible. And we as creators, content creators, we need to adapt, and I don't really know how at the moment. We need to see how the new search will work and try to understand how to be part of that answer, hoping that our search will be in those citations to earn a traffic, because as I said before, Google is saying they value content creator, they will bring even more traffic. I really, really hope. Subscribe to my channel, click on the like button, because again, in the next month we need to do experiments to try these things, so I will keep you updated. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much, and see you soon in the next one.